Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about the probability. So, a probability is something that the extent to which something is very likely to happen, or the extent to which an event is likely to occur. So, if we take a dice here, for example, suppose we want to roll a dice, something like this. We have our dice here, 1, 2, 3. So we have our dice here. So we want to roll this dice and we want to check that what is the probability of rolling a number 1. So what is the probability that we roll a number 1 when we roll a 6-sided dice? And we know in a 6-sided dice we have numbers from 1 to 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So as I said earlier, that the probability is the extent to which something is very likely to happen. So we can find the probability in such a way that we'll have to consider the number of equally likely possibilities. This means that we have some possibilities that are equally likely to happen. That means in this case, if you roll a dice, then you can either get a 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So all of them are equally likely to happen. So these, from the numbers from 1 to 6 are equally likely possibilities. Equally likely possibilities. So of that we need to find out the number of possibilities, or possibility that meets our demand, or meet our constraint that we want. So here in this case, so again we are going to write that what is the probability that you roll a 1 when you roll a 6-sided dice. That is, our number of equally likely possibilities here is 6, as you know that we can roll any number from 1 to 6, and out of that 6, the possibility that meets our demand that we get a 1 is only 1. So you can see we can only roll number 1, because if you roll the second time it can be 2, 3, 4, or 5. So we have the probability of rolling a number 1 is 1 out of 6. So what is the probability of rolling a 6? You see that the number of equally likely possibilities is 6 here, and out of that the possibility that meet our demand is 6 is not 6. I mean that we have 6 for once only, that means that is only 1. So our probability of rolling a 6 is 1 out of 6. So let's just talk about something a little bit different. What is the probability that we roll 2, oh no, not 2. So, or you can write, okay, well, write in a different way. So what is the probability that we roll, what is the probability that we roll all even numbers? All even numbers when you roll a 6-sided dice. So our number of equally likely possibilities, 6 here, as you know, you can roll any number from 1 to 6. So out of that number, how many are the numbers that are even numbers? So we can see that 1, 2, and 3. That means 2, 4, and 6 are even numbers. So we have 3 possibilities that meet our demand, that are like even numbers here. So the probability of rolling all even numbers, or rolling not all, an even number, rolling an even number when you roll a dice is 3 over 6, if you simplify this, it is 1 over 2, that is half or 50%. So what is the probability that you roll a 2 or a 5? So when you roll a 6-sided dice, what is the probability that you get a 2 or a 5? So our number of equally likely possibilities is 6 here, and out of that, the possibility that we need here, that either we roll a 2 or a 5, that means we roll a 2 or we roll a 5. That means we have 2 possibilities that meet our constraint. So 2 over 6. That means if you want to simplify this, you get 1 over 3. That is 1 out of 3 chances that you roll a 2 or a 5 when you roll a 6-sided dice. So I hope you guys have understood at least a little bit what is the probability here and the probability of dice. And I will see you next time in another video. Take care.